Well, good morning, everyone. How you all doing? Whittler Dave here. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Well, I seen a drawing on Pinterest the other day, and it was a computer drawing or somebody's drawing. I don't know who drawed it. It was probably a computer drawing. But anyway, I liked it, and so I thought I'd make me one. So I drawed my version. And what it is, it's just the sailboat on a background. I've made mine totally different. Let's get you up here a little bit where you can see it. Just the sailboat. And I'm doing some shaping of the sails and the background and everything. And you know, it's going to be mounted on this board. It's got the waves and all them little doodaddies and little whoop-de-dooies and stuff. I love collages. I do a lot of these. You know, you'll see me do all kinds of flowers and stuff like that. And we're just shaping the sails. I wanted to have some, you know, marks in it, not just sanded flat. There's no life there. So I'm going to add some love, stuff like that. It's still raining here in Tennessee. Not freezing, but it's still just a very damp weather today. Not my shop. Nope. I love that mini split that I put in my shop. Yes, I do. It was worth the money. Keeps me warm. Keeps my product from freezing. Keeps my cast iron from rusting. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring you in here. I got it here. Yeah, let me grab it here real fast. There's the Irish boot. Just something simple. There's nothing special about it. Just a block of wood that I whittled out that Irish boot. You know, just get out there and I'll show you that shelf that I was building yesterday. If you watched that video. You know, I got one more to build, but I'm out of that junk. I buy like a grade 2 in pine. Very, not very good pine. But for these type of shelving that I'm building and everything, it don't have to be perfect. Because, oh, it's gonna get scarred up and you'll get paint on it. It don't have to be perfect. You know, if you've ever been in my shop, you're gonna learn that. You know, nothing has to be perfect. Alright, so cut that one shaped. Close enough. There's a flat spot right there. Let's bring out this little knife. So I don't want it to be flat. I don't want it to be, I want the sail to roll around like it's actually flowing in the wind. And I'm thinking about, see, it's setting flat. Let's get a board here. I don't like that because it don't look like a sail. This is the my brain on steroids. If you see this, it sets flat. Well, shouldn't. It's just, you got to have the illusion like the wind is blowing underneath that. So, take the old knife, or you can take a gouge. It don't matter. It don't have to be perfect. Take a dog leg. Let's use the dog leg. Let's take some of this out like it's flowing. Now, you know, most people may not even see this, but me as an artist, I see it. And I'm not going to go all the way underneath it because I got to attach this to the board. It'll get glued down and everything. But it's just, I don't know, it's just my eye. Now, see? It needs to be a little deeper. It's too flat in here. Just imagine this wind's catching this. So it's, oh, come on. There you go. So it's just catching that. And we'll roll this down more into there. So, la-de-doo, la-de-da. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's the downfall of being an artist like I am. I think about things, how it lays. I you know, when I carve a caricature with clothing, I try to think, well, how's that shirt going to lay? How's that how's it gonna fold, and where's the shadow points, and it's the stuff I just see and I think about. So always remember that. You can add a little bit more love to your carving by just putting in something like this. And when you put that on, now I'm starting to see under that. What I'm going to show you. See, when it's flat on there, I'm starting to see underneath that right there. So it makes the sail look like it's catching wind. And that's what I want. Try a collage, guys. Just find something, and it could be anything. It could be a flower. It could be a gnome. But you can cut them out, and let's try that. I've been doing it for years, taking pictures, and I'm got to get back on my cabinet over here. And I'm building. Now, let's keep looking. Much better. Now, like I said, this is too flat. Wind ain't gonna catch that. Oh yeah, now let's get the knife-a-roo in here and lose that strong edge. There's a strong edge right there. So we're just going to take that knife and just kind of cut that away. Yep. I'm not going to sand none of this. Nope. I want them chatter marks. Yes. Now let's kind of scar this. This is against the grain. Let's kind of mark this up a little bit. Yeah. Now, let's see what she looks like. Yeah, see, it looks like it's lifted. A lot of people won't even see that, but I do. Strong right there. I see a heavy line right there. We need to taper this down. That's one thing about carving. Don't get in a hurry. Don't speed. And take your time and look at it. Look at it in different lights. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Take it in your house, take it outside, and just stare at it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I forgot to carve that line, or I don't like that line, or I need to add something else right there. Take your time. It's getting there. Flowing. And see the boat, here's the hull. I have taken, this down to make it look like it's going on around. I don't want it totally around it, but I don't want it just a flat piece of wood. Don't give no life. It doesn't. And I will. And this will go here. It staggers. It staggers. It doesn't get glued together because these are the waves right here. You see that? See, these are the waves. And here's the waves. This is the hull, and there's your cabin. It staggers. And I'm probably going to turn this up. Not that high, but just like it's, don't put it flat. It's moving through the water. And then I'm probably going to put a moon up here. I'll cut me out a moon. I'll take a block of wood, something scrap, and we'll just I'll just take a piece of scrap and I'll whoop, and I'll carve that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'll just carve that up. You don't have to be perfect. And I'll put that moon up there. Hang on, folks. I already got the bandsaw hooked up. Got it going. Circle, make a moon, or you can make a sun, and and you'll just start knocking these corners off. It's a collage. You could do the birds, like a seagull. Do these simple birds. Hope you can see this. Just a See, you can take a shape like that, cut that out, thin it down, and you could glue them in. It's just a collage. It's whatever your brain is thinking. You put you'd want them small, very minute. You'd want to see them but not see them. Or you could paint them in, or I know a few other tricks that you don't even have to cut them out of the wood and to make it raise. I'm full of tricks, folks. Remember, I grew up in a non-modern world where I'm an original artist, where you had to use what the higher power gave you, is your brain. That's the difference in me. Now, this is not done. I'm just kind of giving you the idea of what's going on. And then believe it or not, I have another, after I get this rounded over and I add some stuff, I have another texture that I do to this to make this stand out. Because I don't want this just painted and it looks like a dot. It has no love, it has no flow. So I make a second texture on top of this. And I'm very, 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 very funny about art. And then it'll just it's not done, but it'll go right up there, kind of. And it may set off. I think it's going to set off. So what that means is, if you set them off, you have to carve the back edge. Which you carve it anyway, but you have to really carve that. Whatever edge is going to set off, it needs to peer under. It needs to have like that, it's not part of the backboard, it's just glued to it. It needs its own space. Let's get you back over here. Like I said, I don't want it perfect because I have another texture. So I don't have to really get crazy on this moon. I think that's what it'll be. It'll be like the nighttime moon up there. And like I said, I've carved this side, so I'm probably going to set it off just a little bit. Just to have this like it's just floating off of here. And like the background here, okay, I've actually started on this. I've cut it at an angle. Don't want it straight. And I have, I use a rasp sometimes, and I'll mark this up. I'm going to glue this together, but it's going to be easier to go ahead and mark this up, because I want to do another thing here. Okay? because I work with a lot of fire, burning of wood. So I will come in here and I'm going to burn this edge right here. It's going to be easier to burn it right now than when I have it glued together. And I'll add collar to this. I've already got the collar in my head. I may use biscuits. It's a thing that and glue this together instead of just doing a butt glue. You know, see, I will add all this right here and this collar, so when I get this paint, it will stay. This will be in the background. This is another texture, another form of texture that you can do. Okay, let's get you around here. Add some love, folks. I even scarred up the end. I don't want none of this perfect. I want it to look old. I want this background to look very old. I want it to be separate from the boat. Should not be the same. Now, I haven't did this in, so let's just go in here and, yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Take our rasp file, put some love in here. There you go. Now I'm going to burn up so far here because I don't know where the stagger is going to start. I am staggering this wood when I do glue it together. Let's add some more detail here. I love this torch. Bought it off Amazon. I have us old farmers that we used to burn all our wood on the end when we put them in the ground. So this is nothing natural. It's a natural sealant. On the front of my barn, the wood I put on has been burned on both sides. Now, when I put this up there and glue this, which I said I'm going to stagger it, it's going to, all of them are going to be staggered. But see, this here is burnt. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'll use a machine that will cut biscuits. And what a biscuit is, we all like biscuits, but these things right here, a biscuit. And I will cut a slot into this. And I'll have a biscuit here, one here, and one here. And then I'll cut the slot, the matching slot, and then I'll do it on these here, and I'll probably put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 biscuits in this to get it. And then you don't have to worry about it. A butt joint's good, but this is even better. It's like a tenon. If you know how to cut tenons, and I do, but there's no reason to spend that much time on this cutting tenons. And then when I paint all this, the sails will be a different color, and then the boat's going to be a different color, the cabin, and then actually the water will be a couple shades of blue, and you're going to have, something like that. And then you'll have the moon and everything up there. It's just a repetitive piece of art. Like this sail here, it's way too thick, But I want this side a little higher. Like I said, got to use that Google brain. Got that when you were born. You weren't born with a computer, folks. So get off that off the computer and just go for it. That's a sorbet. Everybody wants to know what that knife is. That's a sorbet. Taper this down. It's not flat. It's got to be tapered. It's got to. Okay. Like I said, I'll leave all these marks and all that. I need to show you that shelf here I was building yesterday. You watched that video. There it is. There it is. It's just simple. It's nothing fancy. This will hold all kinds of bottles and paint. Just very simple. So I'm knocking everything off, folks. Yes, I am. I'm gonna I may raise that edge too. This because you can see more of this edge right here, and it's flat. It's driving me nuts. I don't know. I'll just have to look at it. I mean, if I am going to raise it or what. I mean, the center, you got it. That's where I can shoot some brads into that, and after I glue it and everything, I can do that. I don't have to worry about it. And I seen this, and I thought, well, ain't that unique? And it's a drawing, so I just sat down and drawed it, and add my pizzazz to it, and love as an artist. And one day, folks, I'm going to be able to do a whole video, and I'll be able to edit. And I'll literally carve it, film it all, break it up into, different parts. That's my goal. That way you can literally see start to finish of just all the craziness in my life. Now see, I've got a shadow. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a shadow now. And that's all you wanted. You just wanted that shadow there. To make it look like it's actually flowing in the wind. I know it'd be easier if somebody was here shooting this video where you didn't have to see my big old hands. But, like I said, I gotta use my hands. Yeah, there's a shadow line right there now. Now, there is what I don't like is the strong edge. There's a knife edge, So I don't like that because it's where there's this strong edge right here. And so you just want to roll that over just a little piece of sandpaper. Not much, just enough to soften that edge right there. And yeah, that gives me a whole shadow there. That's it. That's a shadow. And so the back side, I'm not really worried about this. I may do it up. I may go ahead because I am. It will drive me nuts if I don't. So this back side will be the same. I'm just going to break this edge. I'm OCD, folks. So if I don't do it, I won't sleep. I'll be out here at 2 o'clock in the morning fixing this. And then this is that gives me my shadow look. Yep, it looks like it's just floating on the, like sand, the wind is just catching it. That's what I wanted. So all this will have to be done too. All this will get carved away for the other sail. Still got to work on the boat, and the water is close. I need to bring this hull down more right there to make the water look like it's, like the boat is flowing through the water. Like I said, take your time. Think about it. Think about anything you do. Whatever you're baking, set, carve, set it down, drink some coffee, drink your soda, whatever you drink, some tea, water, and just, think about it. Walk away from it for a little bit. If it aggravates you, you're like, I don't get it. I don't see it, and you will. You will. Because let the project talk to you. That's the key. Just take your time. Yeah. Set it back and forth. Yeah, I'm liking it. Gotta do all these boards here and everything. Like I said, this boat will go up at an angle. It's gonna probably, I think about paring it off this edge right here, taking the boat this way. Yeah. There's that, and that, and that. So yeah, it's getting there. A lot of, like I said, I want to drop this hull right here. This is the hull. So I want to drop this just a little bit on this way. And I've already tapered that. I need to taper this side a little bit. That way it raises this is water. And then drop this edge down. I've already raised that up there to give it a shadow, like the water's coming off the board and everything. Well, anywho, just wanted to jump on here and show you some of my madness, show you the cabinet. It's going to be going up on the door, and show you the little Irish boot. There's no, this is just fun. It's not perfect, but that's what art's supposed to be. Not perfect. Not computerly made, off a machine, and they call that art. No, it's not. Art comes from your heart and your soul and your brain. Basically that's it. When you get something of mine, you're buying 100% of me. You're buying part of me. But anywho, just wanted to jump on here and thank you all for watching my crazy videos. I enjoy doing this, and I appreciate and love everyone that has subscribed. Push the notification button. I'll get this going even more, and can't wait to show you guys. I've just something I love doing is these collages. But anywho, you all have a blessed day, and we appreciate and love everyone out there. Stay warm, stay safe, and Witter Day will just talk to you later, and thank you.